Okay, we're going to take a quick look at the et al. Rule. And the et al. Rule is actually a very simple shorthand that we have in academic writing. The principle is very easy once you understand what et al. Actually means. So I would be fully confident that once you have listened to this short clip, you should have no problems in applying it correctly in your own academic writing and work. The big question that you have and that students have is, when should I use et al? Well, et al in academic writing simply means and others. Technically, it's an abbreviation of the Latin for and the others. So really, it's a shorthand that we have in academic writing, which allows us to apply an abbreviation, if you like, a shortened way of referencing works of others. The et al. Rule only applies to work by more than two authors, so it's only for works where three or more individuals have contributed to a piece of work. Where there are only two authors, you should always use both their surnames and the year in your in-text referencing. So the et al. Rule as a starting point only applies to pieces of work where there are more than two authors involved. So in that special case where you have three or more authors who have contributed to a piece of paper, the following rule applies. The first time you cite a piece of work which has more than two authors, you list them all followed by the year. On this slide, I've given you an example. So we have Campbell, Brady, Bradley and Smithson, 1991. In this instance, we have 4 authors who've contributed to this paper. So the first time I cite that particular piece of work by those 4 authors, I put all 4 names down, followed by the year of the publication. If I subsequently reference that piece of work, rather than repeatedly writing out those 4 surnames and the year, now I can use the et al. Rule, the abbreviation, the shorthand that we have. So I would say Campbell et al. 1991. And really what I'm saying there is Campbell and others were involved in this piece of work. So I'm still giving credit to all 4 authors because, again, I will have a full reference in my reference list to all 4 authors, but it just allows me to shorten, if you like, to abbreviate my writing as I go through the remainder of the body of the work that I've been working on. And really the et al. Rule is that simple. It really is just a way of shorthanding et al. Meaning and others.